Deva Uchuhu Sri Sri Gaunitai ki Jai, Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan ki Jai, Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev ki Jai. The demigods replied, Yatha, as Kritaha, done, te, by you, Sankalpaha, determination, Bhavyam, to be done, tena eva, by that, na anyatha, not otherwise, sat sankalpasya, one whose determination is never lost. Te, of you, Brahman, O dear Brahmana, yet that which, why, certainly, dhyayati, meditating, te, all of them, vayam, we are. Translation, the three deities told Atrimuni, Dear Brahmana, you are perfect in your determination, and therefore, as you have decided, so it will happen. It will not happen otherwise. We are all the same person upon whom you were meditating, and therefore we have all come to you. Please repeat. The three deities told Atrimuni, Dear Brahmana, you are perfect in your determination, and therefore, as you have decided, so it will happen. It will not happen otherwise. We are all the same person upon whom you were meditating, and therefore we have all come to you. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Atrimuni unspecifically taught of the personality of Godhead, the Lord of the universe, although he had no clear idea of the Lord of the universe nor of his specific form. Mahavishnu, from whose breathing millions of universes emanate and into whom they are again withdrawn, may be accepted as the Lord of the universe. Garbhodakshay Vishnu, from whose abdomen sprouted the lotus flower, which is the birthplace of Brahma, may also be considered the Lord of the universe. Similarly, Kshirodakshay Vishnu, who is the supersoul of all living entities, may also be considered the Lord of the universe. Then, under the order of Kshirodakshay Vishnu, the Vishnu form within this universe, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva may also be accepted as the lords of the universe. Vishnu is the Lord of the universe because he is its maintainer. Similarly, Brahma creates the different planetary systems and the population, so he also may be considered the Lord of the universe. Or Lord Shiva, who is ultimately the destroyer of the universe, also may be considered its Lord. Therefore, since Atrimuni did not specifically mention whom he wanted, all three, Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, came before him. They said, since you were thinking of having a son exactly like the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Lord of the universe, your determination will be fulfilled. In other words, one's determination is fulfilled according to the strength of one's devotion. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, 25th sloka, Yanti deva vrata devan, pitrin yanti pitri vrataha. If one is attached to a particular demigod, one is promoted to the abode of that demigod. If one is attached to the Pitas or forefathers, one is promoted to their planet. And similarly, if one is attached to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, one is promoted to the abode of Lord Krishna. Atrimuni had no clear conception of the Lord of the universe. Therefore, the three presiding deities were actually the lords of the universe in the three departments of the modes of nature. All came before him. Now, according to the strength of his determination for a son, his desire would be fulfilled by the grace of the Lord. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanasalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. This is the description of the meeting between Atrimuni and the three deities, the main personality of the universe, Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Mahesh, Lord Shiva. So how the three deities came together to meet Atrimuni has been described in the earlier slokas, that Atrimuni, the husband of Anasuya, was a great yogi. He performed very severe penances for the sake of begetting suitable children on the order of Lord Brahma. So standing on one leg for thousands of years. In this way, he became very powerful in his determination. And he developed a desire to beget a son which would be like the master of the universe. So he had this in mind, and the Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, they consider that Atrimuni's desire is very important. He is doing very severe tapasya, and therefore they consider that Atrimuni should beget a child according to his desire. Now, Atrimuni, as explained here in this purport by Srila Prabhupada and earlier purport, didn't have a clear idea of who is the real master of the universe. Certainly, he understood that there is one personality of Godhead who has created this world, but he didn't have a very concrete idea of his form, and therefore, when he had a desire, developed a desire to beget a son like him, like the Supreme Lord, then that desire became powerful, but it was somewhat ambiguous. And because of this, instead of Lord Vishnu coming alone, Lord Vishnu came along with Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, in order to fulfill the desire of Atri Muni. As described here in the sloka number 29, that upon hearing Atri Muni speak in that way, the three great deities smiled, and they replied in the following sweet words. What Atri Muni said earlier is that, O Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, you have divided yourself into three bodies by accepting the three modes of material nature, as you do in every millennium, for the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. I offer my respectful obeisances unto all of you, and beg to inquire, whom of you three I have called by my prayer? I called for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, desiring a son like him, and I thought of him only. But although he is far beyond the mental speculation of man, all three of you have come here. Kindly let me know how you have come, for I am greatly bewildered about this. He is asking how you have come. Of course, Lord Vishnu came with Garuda, and Lord Brahma came on his swan, Karya, and Lord Shiva came on his bull, Nandi. So how they have come? They are accompanied by their carriers, so there was no problem for coming. But the question here is, whom Atri Muni called? He is not sure about the identity of the Master of the Universe. So that is the main problem. And Atri Muni, frankly and candidly, is requesting these three great personalities to unfold the mystery of their identity. How the three of them have come. Atri Muni thought of one single person. He wanted his son to be like him, but now the three of them have come. So what is the mystery behind this? So in reply to this, the three deities speak together with a smile. Now, last time there was a description about the smile of the Lord. The smile is very confidential attitude. It is a bodily expression that sometimes may reflect different feelings. It is not that if a person is smiling, it means that he is happy. There are many other also feelings that are prompting a person to smile. So the smile is very mysterious. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, all the skandhas have been likened to the different bodily parts of the Supreme Lord, starting from the lotus feet, the knees, the legs, and the belly, the chest, then the arms, finally the face. The Dasima Skandha is considered the face of the Lord. Within the face of the Lord, the 5 chapters describing the Rasakriya are considered the smile of the Lord. And there is nothing higher than that. So the smile of the Lord is the ultimate part of the Lord's body. We cannot understand the smile of the Lord. Therefore, we have to meditate on the lotus feet, legs, belly, chest, and so on gradually, coming to the face, and then finally the smile. That is very difficult to understand. So the three lords are smiling here. It is very difficult to understand. Here, Atri Muni is also that he's telling, you are far beyond the mental speculation of man, certainly. So it is not possible to understand the activities and other expressions, even the words also. That is also difficult to understand. Another example for the smile of the Lord, which is very mysterious, is in the Dasama Skanda, after stealing the carrot boys and calves, Lord Brahma became bewildered, seeing that the same carrot boys and calves are still present, although he has kidnapped them and kept them in a secluded place. Apparently, they are still there, even after coming back after 1 year. Lord Brahma sees that everything is going on as before. So he understands. He was considering, who is this boy who is walking in the forest along with his friends, small boy. He could not understand perfectly. He had he wanted to clear his doubt, whether this is Krishna, the Supreme Lord, or his ordinary carrot boy. So in this way, even a great demigod, Lord Brahma himself, or Lord Shiva also sometimes may be bewildered by the appearance of the Lord, just like as Mohini Murti. She also could bewilder Lord Shiva. So Lord Brahma was bewildered by Lord Krishna. In this way, Lord Krishna is certainly beyond the reach of even the greatest demigods. And what to speak of ordinary human beings and even great yogis. They also are bewildered by the Supreme Lord. It is very easy for Lord Krishna to enchant. Even Kamadev is also enchanted by Lord Krishna. So Lord Krishna is Madan Mohan. So nobody can understand the activities of the Lord. Whether he smiles, does it mean that his smile expresses his satisfaction? No. After Lord Brahma prayed to the Lord, very beautiful prayers of submission to the Lord. And he saw Lord Krishna smiling, but he was wondering, what is this smile? What is the significance of the smile? Is Lord Krishna pleased or not? That is very difficult to understand. Lord Krishna was smiling, just like here. Lord Vishnu is also smiling, but to understand the smile of the Lord is not possible. And as earlier described, Atri Muni was also under the effulgence of these three deities. Actually, the effulgence of Lord Vishnu or Lord Krishna is the original effulgence. All the other personalities or all the other, including, so in the material world, sun is there, diffusing the light, illumination. That illumination, even electricity, electrical bulbs and so on, whatever is functioning to shed light, that is the outcome, or is it takes the source from the illumination from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. He is the source of all illumination. So seeing the three deities very bright and effulgent, Atri Muni could not open his eyes. He was forced to close his eyes. He was blinded. So there are two types of blindness. One may be blind in total darkness. One cannot see anything. And this is another type of blindness in front of the effulgence of the Lord. The effulgence of the Lord is blinding. That means his real form is hidden behind his effulgence. In his Upanishad, there's a mantra, Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham tatvam pushanapavrinnu satya dharmaya drishtaye. Oh, my Lord, please remove this effulgence so that I can see your real form. Otherwise, it is not possible to see the Lord. He remains hidden behind his effulgence. So here also, Atrimuni is experiencing the effulgence of the Lord, and that is carried out also by Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, to a lesser degree. So he is forced to close his eyes. So he's become blinded. So he is requesting the Lord, please reveal your identity. Hiranmayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham. So that I can see your face. So the same type of prayer here by Atrimuni regarding the effulgence of the Lord. Of course, that is regarding the deities. I can remember that when Srila Prabhupada was came here to offer the first arti ceremony to the deities Radha Madan Mohan in the temporary temple in 1974. At that time, so Srila Prabhupada was standing in front and the curtain was closed. Then there was a signal and the curtain opened and immediately the deity Radha Madan Mohan were revealed. They appeared in front of everyone. And Srila Prabhupada was just standing just in front of the altar. And Prabhupada looked, and immediately his first reaction was, where are the lights? In other words, where is the effulgence? Where is the effulgence? So Prabhupada did not consider that there were sufficient light, sufficient effulgence. The Lord must look very effulgent. That is the characteristic of Lord Krishna. He must appear like this. So at that time, Mahamsa Swami, temple president, said, Prabhupada, we kept two powerful lights, one on each side of the altar. So in order to give light to the deities. No, there is no sufficient light. That was Prabhupada's first instruction, observation regarding deity worship. How the deity should be very effulgent. So the focus, very powerful light should be always focused on the deities. And the first teaching we got at that time. So this is how Atrimuni saw this bright effulgence, and he could finally open his eyes and speak something. Speaking in prayer, offering prayer to the Lord, that is also by the grace of the Lord. When Dhruva Maharaj, he had the darshan of the Lord, but he could not speak something substantial. Only he could recognize and offer obeisances. But then speaking, the Lord blessed him by touching his forehead with his conch. So in this way, Dhruva Maharaj was able to offer beautiful prayers to the Lord. So everything is done by the mercy of the Lord. That we should understand. We cannot judge, we cannot express our judgment in any way in front of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is infinite, and we are finite. We are very small, like in front of the Lord. It is not possible to appreciate the greatness of the Lord. It is only by the Lord's mercy that we can have a very small realization of the greatness, qualities, activities of the Lord, or His holy name, and so on. Atasya Krishna namadi na bhaved grahyam indriyai. Sivanmukha hi jivado swayameva spuratyada. Nobody can, in the conditioned state of life, nobody can understand the name or qualities, leelas of the Lord. It is not possible. But sevan mukha jiva do swayameva spuratyada. If we become inclined to render service to the Lord, if we turn ourselves towards the Lord and become inclined to surrender at His lotus feet and express our gratitude or devotion to the Lord, then sevan mukha hi jivado swayam eva spuratyada. The Lord will reveal Himself, not that we can calculate anything about the Lord. The Lord has to give us everything. Realization is given by the Supreme Lord according to our degree of surrender. So here we see also Atrimuni as an example. He is surrendering to the Lord, but his realization is not perfect. So he is not in the category of pure devotion, or his devotion is not to that extent. He has some devotion. He understands there is a Supreme Lord to whom we have to offer our obeisances, and in this way, he is expressing his desire. So, according to the mentality of Atrimuni, in this way, Lord Vishnu came along with the two others, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, in order to answer the desire of Atrimuni. So the deities, that means Lord Vishnu, is replying to Atrimuni that your determination is unfailing. Because you were meditating upon us, therefore all of us have come to you. So the determination of Atrimuni, that means his devotion. In this way, he was able to have darshan of the three lords, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, in that manner. This is the narration here. If we look into the list of avatar described in the third chapter, the first skanda of Srimad Bhagavatam, the avatar of Dattatreya is also mentioned. Dattatreya is also mentioned in the conversation between Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Sanatana Goswami. So we can take some reference in order to understand about Dattatreya, who is the son of Lord Vishnu and who will be the son of Atrimuni, one of the sons. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described the different types of avatars to Sanatana Goswami, the Purusha avatars, the Manvantara avatars, and he also mentioned the Leela avatars. Leela avatars are many. Actually, all the avatars altogether, they are countless, just like the waves of the ocean. So amongst all the avatars, Leela avatars occupy a very important place. And Dattatreya is mentioned in that connection as Leela avatar of the Lord. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explains that among the Leela avatars, some are permanent, they come again and again, and some others are coming only once. Example, Mohini Murti came only once. But Dattatreya is having an eternal body and comes regularly, kalpa after kalpa. In the purport of the Dattatreya avatar in the third chapter, first skanda, Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Prabhupada explains that according to Brahmanda Purana, there is a different description of the avatar of Dattatreya in the sense that Dattatreya came as the son of Lord Vishnu, but in the Brahmanda Purana, it is according to the desire of Anasuya, not exactly as the desire of Atri Muni. And the story of how Anasuya was able to fulfill her desire to have a son like the three deities, that is explained. The story is, I think you know also, how Mandavya Muni had been arrested by the king. The king was thinking that Mandavya Muni had stolen some property from the palace. So he was arrested, he was punished. So Mandavya Muni was in this way suffering. Actually, he had not committed any sin whatsoever, at that time at least. So the story is that, I forgot the names, a couple, husband and wife. Wife was the ideal wife, very chaste wife, and the husband was very old and diseased husband, with committing all types of sinful activities. And he was, what's his name? Sobari Muni. No, not Sobari Muni. Huh? Shaivan. Not Shaivan. Another name, I forgot it. And the wife is very famous as a chaste wife. So the husband expressed a desire to visit a prostitute, and he cannot walk. He is very old and infirm, and the wife is carrying the husband on her shoulders, and they are going to the prostitute. On the way, the Mandavya Muni is there, who is being pierced by a sword. He is sitting and very like a crucified because of the punishment given by the king. So they see how Mandavya Muni is there, and they have some conversation. But the conversation turns as a dispute, and Mandavya Muni becomes very upset with this person, and he curses. He said, "You will die before the sunrise tomorrow morning." The wife is hearing the curse, and she becomes very upset, and then she makes a vow, a counter vow, that the sun will not rise tomorrow morning. To save the life of her husband, she is telling like that, she is cursing that the sun will not rise tomorrow morning. So this is very critical situation for the whole universe. All the demigods are wondering what to do. This lady is very powerful, and the sun will not be able to rise tomorrow morning. It will be a universal cataclysm that will come, and none of us will be able to live if the sun does not illuminate the universe. Everything will be dead. So, but the wife had only the intention to save the life of the husband. So anyway, the demigods are meeting together, and Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Vishnu, they come together and they take Anasuya along with them, and they go and meet that chaste lady, chaste wife. And the Anasuya is speaking to her, and she is able to convince her that don't do this. You remove your sapam. Let the sun come tomorrow morning as usual at the correct time, and I can tell you your husband is not going to die. So everything will be fine. So don't worry. You can. Everything will be. Nothing will happen to your husband. So that chaste lady is convinced, and she withdraws the curse. In this way, the three deities, representing all the demigods, they are now very satisfied, and so they are asking from Anasuya, "Oh, you are so great, and we are very thankful to you. And so, what do you want? We can give you any boon that you want, any boon." So Anasuya is telling that, "I want a son from you three. I want a son from Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva. That is my desire." So in this way, this is the appearance, according to Brahmanda Purana, the appearance of these three sons, Dattatreya, Soma, and Durvasa Muni. So this is somewhat different description of what is given here in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that it is the appearance of these three by the desire and of Anasuya, and here by the desire of Atri Muni. So sometimes differences are there in the Shastras, but Prabhupada quotes Brahmanda Purana to explain the appearance of Dattatreya Muni. And so we have to understand that this is a bona fide description also. So how to reconcile the two stories? Jiva Goswami was explained that when such occurrence is there, when there is apparently some discrepancy or different descriptions from different shastras, then that means that according, that is called this kalpa bheda. Different kalpas, different circumstances, leelas are taking place. The general leela is, of course, done, but the details may be different from one kalpa to another. That is called kalpa bheda. So in this way, we can also say how Dattatreya comes under different circumstances. But here the Bhagavatam presents according to the desire of Atri Muni and according to the desire of the three deities. We have come to you, and we are all together. The three of us are lords of the universe. Lord Vishnu, he is the maintainer. Lord Brahma, the creator. Lord Shiva, the destroyer. In this way, they are explaining to Atri Muni that three of us are actually one responsible for the whole universe. So your determination will not fail. And Srila Prabhupada quotes from the, already 10 minutes over. So this is the explanation given here. Any other questions or comments? Hare Krishna.
In one of the place in Andhra Pradesh, there is Pitapuram. The place is called Dattapita.
In Maharashtra?
No, in Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh.
Oh. Yes. There is a place called Pitapuram.
Dattapuram.
Pitapuram. There, Dattatreya deity is there.
Oh.
They tell that is Dattapitam.
Yes.
And the deity has three heads.
Yes.
Is this the incarnation happened there, or? Do you know anything about the details, Prabhuji?
See, incarnation taking place in one particular place and not anywhere else. No, that is not correct. I remember that what's his name? Sannyasi, Yasodananda Guru Kripa, yeah. They had gone to Ahobilam. So they were maybe the first disciples of Prabhupada to have gone to Ahobilam. So in Ahobilam, they were told that this is the place where Narasimha Swami appeared from the pillar. See, the pillar is there. Narasimha Swami appeared from there. Then he spoke to Prahlad Maharaj and so on. This is the actual place. But in the Bhagavatam, the description is that the place of appearance is in Swarga. So how this discrepancy? So Guru Kripa Swami, he went to Srila Prabhupada and he told Prabhupada, we went to Ahobilam and they are telling this is the appearance place of Narasimha Swami. So why the Bhagavatam is telling, no, this is in heaven. Hiranyakashipu palace is there in the heavenly planet. So Prabhupada said, Narasimha Swami can appear anywhere. It is not that he appears only here and not there. He can appear anywhere. So the Leela of the Lord is inconceivable, unlimited. And the different places, Pitapuram may be Dattatriya's place, but there may be also many other places for the Leelas of the Lord. It is not only one place. So we should not be surprised of these different types of descriptions may be there in the details. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared at his own discretion or determination. Is it not, Prabhuji?
He appeared
At his own determination and discretion.
with all determination and inspiration.
With his own determination.
With his own determination.
And
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes. And discretion.
We cannot compare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He appears certainly at his own will, anywhere, anytime. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his appearance is described in the Shastras, including Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharata, and many other places. So the Lord will appear to fulfill the description given in the Shastras. There is no difference. Only those who are having the special mercy, they can understand the appearance of the Lord. If you can understand, Janma Karma Chame Divyam, Evam Yo Veti Tatvataha, Tyaktva Deham Punarjanma Naiti, Mameti Surjana. Just to understand the appearance of the Lord will give you the boon or the benediction of liberation. So this is not ordinary appearance.
And Prabhuji, he delivers even the demons by embracing and giving them the holy name, it seems, and that he does not kill. But then he punishes Gopal Chapal. How to understand this, Prabhuji?
How Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivers the demons? Yeah, he is more merciful than other incarnations. He came in this age of Kali. Otherwise, everybody is condemned. Kali Yuga, there is no one to deliver. No one is qualified to be a devotee or to understand the Lord. Everybody is condemned. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu makes a special appearance to benefit people of Kali Yuga, even demons and others who are not qualified. they get the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If they can just chant holy names, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The name of the Lord, as given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, delivers everyone, regardless of his origin. Any other questions?
And then after making us devotee, if we misbehave, then he punishes. Like he punishes Gopal Chapal.
He punishes
Gopal Chapal.
Gopal Chapal.
Yeah, because he was offending devotees. So
Yeah, when one is offending a devotee, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu certainly was very angry and does not pardon a person who has offended another devotee. Does not do so. You have to take forgiveness from the devotee whom you have offended. Lord Chaitanya will not interfere in that. He'll tell you, you go to that devotee, you have offended him, you go and beg forgiveness. Then only you will be freed. That is the idea.
thank you, Prabhuji.
Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.